Yo, what's up guys, it's NLW here, back again with another video. Today, gonna be going through my predictions for AEW's Double or Nothing 2021 pay-per-view. But before we start, make sure you drop a like on this video and comment down below your predictions for the show. And as always, make sure you subscribe to NLW Figs. So without further ado, let's get into it. So let's start with a Casino Battle Royale. The winner gets an AEW title shot. Got the likes of Matt Hardy stable in there, Jungle Boy, Christian, Team Taz, The Factory, a bunch of guys. As for who I think will be the mystery person, Nick Gage is the only guy that really comes to mind based on his recent confrontations with Mox in GCW. Other than that, I've heard the names like Mil Muertes, could be a New Japan guy or an Impact guy, could be Paul White, I know he's commentating, but you never know with these kind of things, could throw a spanner in the works. I think either Christian will win because they've teased the match versus Omega for him, but maybe that's too obvious. So I'll predict Jungle Boy. He came close in that last Casino match they had at Revolution, and it seems like they could build something fun between Jungle Boy and Omega for Fyter Fest if that happens, so I'm going to pick Jungle Boy. Next up, women's title on the line as Hikaru Shida faces Britt Baker. Britt's climbed the ranks to earn this shot. A bit strange that Thunder Rosa won the feud, but Britt gets the shot. I don't know about that. That said, a strong reign for Shida that she's had. More so the latter half. I think it is ending at Double or Nothing. Britt's been groomed for this, and I think that a heel champ to chase will freshen the women's division. I must say, in the past 2 months, the women's division in AEW, in my opinion, has improved drastically, so hopefully this match kickstarts good things for AEW's women. Next up, we got Cody Rhodes facing Anthony Ogogo, and I knew of Ogogo being British beforehand, so cool to see him in AEW. I think he's been built up well in this storyline. Cody, I don't know, man. This match I think will be good. I know Cody is good at putting together story-driven matches, but this whole American Dream thing isn't doing it for me. Cody and Brandy, like, nothing against them, they just don't come across that well on TV, so I think seeing Cody in this position, it is what it is. That said, I think Cody will win, but I wouldn't say Ogogo would be buried by taking a loss in this case. Next up, we have Hangman Adam Page facing Brian Cage of Team Taz. That was a tongue twister, wasn't it? I'm low-key looking forward to this one, Both have had a good match on Dynamite a couple weeks ago, so having it on pay-per-view should be fun. I don't know how it's going to go. I'd say Hangman needs another high-profile win to keep him strong for when he, fingers crossed, takes the title from Omega. So we've got Hangman winning here, and I just wonder where Brian Cage will go from here. I don't know if they've dropped the dissension and the face turn for him, but only time will tell. Should be a fun match nevertheless. And next up, we got TNT title on the line as Miro defends against Lance Archer. And this one feels a bit rushed. It'll be a good Hoss match, hopefully, but Lance, I feel, he feels like the guy to beat Miro at the end, so feels kind of odd to have him challenge first. I think Miro will win to keep the momentum going, but with Lance, who knows what he'll do after this, because he seems to have lost every title match he's had, and I just wish he had more direction, but it should be a good match regardless of that, and I'm hoping Miro retains and continues a dominant reign as TNT champion. Next up, tag action as Scorpio Sky and Ethan Page face Sting and Darby Allin. This will be Sting's first in-ring match since his match against Seth Rollins 6 years ago. It will be interesting to see how Sting is and how well they cover for him. All the physical stuff he's done in AEW so far has looked decent. Scorpio and Page, I wasn't really digging them initially as a team, but now I'm more on board of it the more I see of them. I think Page and Sky should win. I'd predict them. I'm unsure. If you're not pushing them as singles, in my opinion, I think they need a big win as a team. And if one of them pins Sting, that'd be a good rub for them, even if Sting is older. It cements Page and Sky and sets them up as a threat, potentially to challenge for the tag titles, which I will get to momentarily. And speaking of the AEW Tag Team Championships, the Young Bucks set to defend them against the team of Jon Moxley and Eddie Kingston. Now on Dynamite, the banter between Mox and Eddie has felt so natural and fun, that unscripted feeling, and I'm very entertained by it. The Bucks, I enjoy them now more as heels than faces. They're very unlikable in the face role in AEW so far, so I'm happy that now I'm supposed to dislike them, if you know what I mean. But I do enjoy their matches, and now that they're going to tone down the high spots as heels, it'll help the psychology a lot. I think the Bucks will win and retain, although it would be cool to see Mox and Eddie as the champions. The Super Elite, I think, are going to remain strong, but will crumble as a whole rather than piece by piece, I think. And that brings us to our next match as Kenny Omega defends the AEW World title against Pac and freshly squeezed Orange Cassidy. This match came about after a botched finish a couple weeks back, which was unfortunate, and I really like everyone in this match, but I'm not too excited for it. I love Orange Cassidy, but I'm kind of on the fence about him being in the world title picture Kenny's energy recently has been great. He's slowly growing on me, but there's been a lot of Super Elite segments, in my opinion, that have dragged down the quality of Dynamite, and also Pac is Pac. What can you say? He's great. A three-way presents an interesting dynamic. I'd love it if Pac won, but I think Kenny's got this. All I want is for Hangman to be the one to take the title from Kenny in front of fans at All Out. That's the dream, but I got Kenny winning this one for now. And finally, the Stadium Stampede match as the Pinnacle face the Inner Circle. If the Inner Circle lose, they disband. And I've loved this feud from the start. It's one of the things keeping me hooked on AEW at the moment. Blood and Guts was really good up until everyone came in and they started stalling for time, also the flat ending. But aside from that, it was still a really good old school match for the most part. And with Stadium Stampede, I think that last year it was super entertaining, one of my favourite matches ever from just an enjoyment standpoint and how different it was. But this year, with a more serious twist on it, it changes the dynamic of it enough to justify having this stip. With less comedy and more brawling and aggression focused, this has some real potential. Right now, there doesn't seem to be a need for the Inner Circle as a group, in my opinion, because the Pinnacle have now filled that heel group role, and there's so many factions in AEW as there is, so it wouldn't hurt to break at least one of them off. Santana and Ortiz, they can get back into the tag picture. Jericho can take some time off if he needs. Sammy can be pushed as a singles babyface. So I'm going to predict that the Pinnacle are going to win, but I wouldn't be surprised if they went with the happy ending and had Inner Circle stand tall. Like I said, I enjoy their antics. Would like them to see them still together, but would understand if they broke the team up at Double or Nothing. But those are my predictions. Do you agree or not? Let me know in the comments below. Be sure to hit the like button as it helps get the channel out there, and subscribe to NLW Figs for more WWE figure content. That's it from me. Thank you for watching, and I will catch you guys later.